12 South. It is July 2025, and we're taking a look at 12 South here in Nashville, Tennessee. In the last month, we saw 5 homes close, and we saw 8 go under contract. There are currently 51 on the market. Now, even though this year has seemed like it's been a little bit slower, the number of transactions in 12 South is actually slightly up. Year to date, we've seen 48 homes close. Last year, for the same time period, we saw 46. We've also seen the closed prices tick up slightly at just over 4%. However, what we're currently seeing on the market, and as you can see on this map, there are 51 homes currently on the market in 12 South. We saw 5 close. That gives us about 10 months worth of inventory based on the closed deals from last month. Now, we had a few more pendings than that, but this is still down over what we typically see this time of year. Typically, June's a pretty busy month for us. This year is a little bit slower, and that's kind of what we're seeing across Nashville in general, especially the nicer neighborhoods like 12 South. Again, we had 5 that closed in 12 South in the month of June. We can pop through a few of these. It should help give you an idea of values for these homes that are selling in 12 South. This one over on Paris, it was a smaller one. It's about 2,400 square feet. 1,100 block area is a great block. You're so close to 12. Everything is walkable there. This is a really pretty house. Obviously, they got that great front porch. They redid this thing on the inside from what I remember. Yeah, put in some arched doorways, some openings, completely redid this. That's a beautiful kitchen. Love the skylight. Just beautiful wood floors in this one. Just really well executed on this renovation. Really like that one over at 1107 Paris. They did a great job with that one. Well done. Here's one over on Kirkwood. I've actually been through this house. This one was done off market, 0 days on market, never publicly listed. This one has a really cool basement. Some of the basements in 12 South, the posts that are actually holding up the foundation are old cedar logs. It's really cool. Just a neat little feature. That's on a corner lot on Kirkwood. There's a lot of stuff for sale on Kirkwood right now, or has been, or under construction. That one closed just under 1.7. That house was redone about 10 years ago, so that makes sense from a pricing standpoint. Makes sense that it traded around that number. Got one for 1.3 over here on Clayton. I think this might be, okay, it's a single family. Yep, just under 3,000 square feet. Great. That's a great value. I mean, for 2,700 feet, you're right at $500 a foot. This home was built in 2014, so relatively, it's only 11 years old. Really cool house. And again, anytime you get in 12 South for something newer for under 1.5 is a great opportunity. This was actually a resale. This was over on Montrose. I listed this house originally for the builder. We sold it for just under this price. I guess it was 15, 16 months ago, something like that. Really pretty home. The new owners had done a bunch of stuff with it. They ended up selling it within a year. It was like a 3rd or 4th house for them, so it didn't make sense for them to keep it based on their life circumstances. But just really big vaulted ceilings in here. This is a more modern house in 12 South. We don't see a lot of these because most of the homes that are done are remodels. They're in the historic district, and you have to keep the existing home if it's significantly, or it's contributing is what they call it. That one had an old home that was not contributing, so the builder got to tear it down and build 2. That one just resold. Here's one over on Deweese. This home's a little bit, it's built in 16, so it's just at 9 years old. That single car garage, 2,400 feet. Again, 12 South under 1.5. Deweese is an interesting little area back there. It's kind of off the beaten path, so it's not a busy street. It's just one little area off to the side, so it's kind of quiet back there, but it's a lot of tall and skinnies, 2-for-1s. So you see a lot of one-car garages. It's narrow in there. You don't have big open lots like you do in other parts of 12 South. As I mentioned, 51 homes for sale right now, all over the board. Everything from 4.8 down to about 700 for some stuff in there. And this is 12 South. It's July 2025. Hope this is helpful for you, and I'll talk to you soon.